Hi. You're Gabby?
My name is Gabby from Moonlight. I'm from St. Mary's School in Burlington. Today I will be playing the first movement of the Moonlight Sonata, Opus 27 number 2 by Ludwig van Beethoven. One interesting aspect of this piece is the triplets in the right hand.
Very nicely done.
Thank you.
I wonder how much you can do without the music. How much you think you can get through? Close it.
With Chris.
Start it again. Here's what I want you to think about, though. Don't think about not having the music. Don't you dare do that, because you're not going to set yourself up for success. Okay? Think you're practicing at home. None of these people are here. This is like one of the biggest crowds we've had today, but just pretend they're not here. Okay? And this is what I want you to think about. I want you to think of where the melody is when it comes in. Where is that melody? Okay? Go ahead. So far, so good. Okay, open it up. Try it again. Same thing. I want you to start at measure 4, though, this time. I'm sorry, measure 5. You start there? Where's that melody? Good. Now I'm watching your fingers. That's why I'm standing here. I want to see what your fingers are doing. Your 4 and 5 fingers are pretty much doing all of the melodic work, right? Your other fingers are doing these triplet things that you talked about. By the way, why did you choose that as your interesting aspect?
Because it's throughout the entire piece.
It's throughout the entire piece, right? And why are those triplets interesting?
Because they keep rhythm.
It doesn't even sound like they're triplets.
Yeah.
After a while, it just feels like this is how it's supposed to be. It doesn't feel like the piece is in 4/4. It feels instead like it's in 12/8. That's what it feels like. It feels like all of these 8 notes are there. I mean, it just feels natural. It's weird. Why on earth would he have written it like that? I wonder that every time I hear this played, or I play it myself. Why did he do this? Why didn't he just write it in a different way? So, I want you to do that again, but this time, I don't want you to lift. Look at the third note of the melody. What kind of a note is that? A dotted half note. How many beats is that note supposed to get? Are you giving it 3? Sweetheart, you're not even giving it 1. You got to hold that puppy. Can we try it again? Right at measure 5, and I want you to hold that note. Do you mind if I'm gonna help you out? Okay, I'm gonna touch you with this pencil, your fingers. Okay, go ahead. Hold it. That's okay. Keep going. Hold it. Hold it. Don't you dare lift it. There you go. Good. Keep holding now. Yes. Keep holding. Ah, you gotta keep holding. Hold. Now lift. Ah, there's the quarter note you wanted. Keep going. Hold that dotted half. Hold. Yeah, good. So what's the difficulty? Do you see why this piece is tough? The notes aren't difficult. The notes are very simple, right? It's all of the stuff that you have to do with the held notes, right? I mean, it's so difficult to take those underlying notes and play them nice and evenly and still hold that whatever note you're supposed to hold. You need to make sure that that's one of the things you work on, okay? That's one of the things that's really important in piano music that we have to make sure that we do. If the note's supposed to be held, now it's different. If you're accompanying somebody, that's different. But piano solo, you need to make sure that you do what's written there as much as you can. Lifting off of those notes, no. You need to make sure you hold all of those notes. That's important. Got that. Okay. Dynamic contrast. I want to hear more. I want to hear those builds. This is Beethoven, right? Beethoven's crazy. He was crazy. He wasn't a nice guy. He would be nice as pie, and then all of a sudden, within a second, he would go crazy. That's the kind of, I mean, not that, you know, it is still supposed to be a nice, relaxing piece of music, right? But I need to hear those builds and those die downs. I need them. Watch that left hand wrist. You talk about technique at your lesson? Sweetheart, your left hand wrist, sometimes I was afraid that your hand was going to detach from the rest of your arm. You were doing this so many times, and your hand was in this weird shape. I don't even know how you did that. You got to make sure that your level is what we want right now, okay? Depress and sink into those keys. We don't want to do this stuff. This is what I call the diving board, right? You're pushing off. You don't need that, right? You sink into those notes. That's what we want as a piano player. You want to become a part of that piano. That's how we become a part of it. Wonderful job. Thank you.